Hey guys, it's Arlena, and this tutorial will show you how to create a daily exit ticket using Google Drawings. So what you're seeing here on the screen is the exit ticket that I created in Google Drawings, and I'm going to show you how to create this in less than 5 minutes. So what you see here, basically on the directions, I have that they'll reflect on the lesson, and choose one of the post-its here on the side, drag it in, and type their response. So to make this, you're going to go into your Google Drive and create a brand new drawing. You access it here in your drive by clicking Google Drawings, and it'll bring you to a blank canvas. Once you are in your blank Google drawing, if you notice here, the first thing I like to do is create my background. So here is my background. It looks kind of like a cork board. So to insert that, you would go into Insert Image. Sorry, it's taking so long. And you do a search. And I just typed in corkboard. I chose the one that came up first, which is here, and it is free to use, so that's good. I drag this up so that it covers the entire workspace. Okay, so the next thing you're going to want to do is to create this text box here. You're going to insert a text box. And just drag, and you can resize later if it's not to your liking. I also like to fill it so that it pops. Okay, and then depending on what kind of font you want, you can change your fonts here. You can also, just as an FYI, you could always, if you don't like the standard fonts that come, always click on more fonts, and then you can add whatever fonts that you like. The ones that are checked are the ones that are already added to your font choices, but if you'd like to add more, you can do that there. So the ones you see checked are the ones that are in there. Okay, so I chose Coming Soon, and I like my font size at 18, and then I changed the font color and get it centered. This is my title. Okay, and then come down for the directions. Here in the directions, I said reflect on today's lesson and choose one or more post-its to respond about your learning. So I could type that, but I'm just going to go ahead and copy and paste. For the tutorial. And this is actually 30, so I'm going to make that 30. Okay, so now I have my directions, I have my title, and I'm just going to bring it up a little bit. Okay, so now to create the post-its. So what I did was I clicked on Insert, Shape, and I came down here to the one right next to the smiley face that looks kind of like a post-it. I draw that on the side here. Then I inserted another image and I looked for a push pin. And to get the exact one that I had for here, it is this one, and I insert. So then you're going to want to resize it to your liking, and I put that right there in the corner. Okay. Then what I did was I added another text box right here. And here is where I wrote my different prompts. So I'm going to say, I'll make that something new I learned. Okay, and drag this over a little bit. Okay. All right. So now I've got, this is kind of like my model. So what I do now is I drag over the entire space, unclick, and then click on arrange, click group, so that now those three components are now grouped together. So then when I move it, nothing separates and it's all together. Okay. Once I have created my group, I'm going to go ahead and click Command D, and I click it 3 times because I'm going to duplicate it 3 times. I do that so that everything that I created in the first one is the same size and I don't have to worry about changing the formatting. And then I just drag them over to where I want them. And I like that the red lines help me make sure that I have everything centered and lined up with the other side. Okay, that's about right. Next, if you notice here, I've got my different colors. So the next thing I did was I changed the color of each of them. So you use the paint can right here and you can make them whatever colors you want. Oops. I didn't click the whole thing. Okay. Okay. So, and then, oh, this one looks a little weird. I gotta change that. Okay. So then I changed what I wanted each Post-it to say. So a connection I made. And over here, this one was, I struggled today with. And the last one, questions I still have. Okay. And there it is. That's it. So now you want to make sure that now that my exit ticket is complete, you would then want to make sure that you change this name to whatever you want to title it. Then I would also reiterate to the students that when they want to respond, they first duplicate with Command D and then bring it over. The other thing that you want to remember is, so when I just duplicated and brought it over, you see that it already popped up. Sometimes though, it will be behind. So it might show up like this. So you want to make sure that you automatically set your background, this cork board, you need to make sure that you automatically set it so that it's back, so that your Post-its will automatically pop on the front like this one did. Okay, and then what I like to do too is also just double check it before I put it back, just to make sure that it does definitely not end up behind the background. And that's that. And once your students start populating their responses here, they can move them around, and this would be something that you would share with them via email or your Google Classroom. You wouldn't want each student to get a copy because you want them to all collaborate on this one reflection section. And then you could have maybe a class discussion about it. And that's about it. So I hope this was useful for you, and I hope that you are able to start using Google Drawings in a way that will benefit your class. If you have any questions, you can follow me on Twitter. It's at Miss A. Willis, or you can find me on Google Plus, and that's Arlena Willis. And happy learning. Take care.